game jams. You know, those events where a bunch of game devs get together to create a game in just 2 or 3 days. It might sound easy, but usually involves a lot of creativity, learning, sleepless nights, stress, pain, tears. As you can see, a bunch of cool stuff. But at the end of the day, you end up with a game. Not necessarily the game you imagine, and probably not even the game you wanted to create, but still a game. That's already better than 90% of the projects I start, so that's good, I guess. Anyway, this year I participated in a few game jams, and I would like to share my experiences. Maybe you're thinking about joining one yourself, so this might give you an idea of what it's like to participate in one. And let's go to the first game jam I would like to talk about, and this one is called Ludum Dare. It's probably one of the most famous game jams in the world. Some time ago it was one of the biggest. Some really cool games started as a Ludum Dare submission, and later on expanded into full games. Just to name a few, Minecraft by Marcus Persson, yeah, that one from Minecraft, Evoland by Shout, Broforce, that was originally called Humbros. All those games were Ludum Dare submissions, and then expanded and come the full games that you guys know. So that was pretty nice, participating in the same game jam that all these legends participated. But yeah, let's go to the game. Our submission was called Would You Still Love Me If I Was a Worm? It was created by a team of 6 people. Guy Younger, Joey Bustamante, myself, Days Games, Luce Levent, and Sunsface. I'm gonna leave the link to their social networks on the description of this video as well, so if you want to see their other works and projects, go ahead and click on the links in the description. Yeah, it was somewhat of a big thing. The game is about a worm who fell in love with a bird and had its heart broken. But instead of being sad and crying in the corner, this worm decided to start a war against the birds to get its revenge. In the game, you need to travel through different countries battling birds. You can battle them using your cards, so you have cards that you can place in the battlefield, and when a card is dropped, or a worm unit is summoned, or a minigame starts. Yeah, worth mentioning that the game jam theme was summoning. When you place a worm unit, this worm unit will attack the bird units, and the winner is whoever can destroy all the enemy's buildings. So the birds need to destroy the worms need to destroy the birds. Who do that first wins the game. When you win a battle, you can choose a new card to add to your deck, and once you have a bunch of cards, you can go to the altar and sacrifice some cards to get new ones. Special cards may trigger unique effects like killing all the enemies in an area, or buffing your units with more defense or attack power. When playing one of these special cards, you're gonna play a minigame, and the effect of the card is linked to the minigame. So the better you perform the minigame, the stronger the card's effect. We also had a really cool in-game shop. Now, how did we organize the team to create this game? So initially the idea is that everyone would specialize in one aspect of the game, like someone would handle art, someone would handle the combat code or the unit code or the music. But in the end, as usually happens with most game jams, everyone did a little bit of everything. Yeah, I was surprised even to see the coders creating really great art. As for myself, I worked on a few minigames, like the Samurai one, and did the art for part of the UI and for some other minigames that was made by other team members. We kinda got an inspiration from WarioWare, the style of minigames being super short with a 3 seconds timer. Also, this is our timer, it's a worm getting swallowed by a bird. There's a bunch of stuff that we could improve in this game, especially related to the special cards. We don't tell the player what the cards do until the player plays the card. We don't show an area of effect or anything, but we had this time constraint and we had to work with what we had. You are welcome to play this game for free. I will link it in the description of this video, so check it out. Working with this team was a lot of fun. Everyone was extremely dedicated. After the jam ended, I was surprised to find out that we got first place. And because of that, I even have an entry with my name on Wikipedia. And that was pretty awesome. So yeah, it was a really nice experience. I really enjoyed making that game. It was fun and had surprising results. Now, on the other game jam I want to talk about, this one's called the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam. This is another really popular game jam that I participated a while ago. This time we had a smaller team composed by Guy, myself, Perfume, Sam, and Cameron Paxton. Yeah, in the end it wasn't that smaller. I will also leave their links in the description, so if you want to check their work, please check the links below. And the name of the game we created is Planktown. This time we had a few more hours to make our game, because in this game jam, the time limit is set to 4 days, so you need to make your whole game in 4 days. And because of that, we decided to make a game in 3D, which brought a few extra challenges, like performance issues, issues with the Blender importer, and some other smaller things. The game is about a plankton city that is oppressed by crabs, and one day they decide to get revenge on the crabs. So they build a robo-town. They get their town and put on these robotic legs, and decides to combat these crab menace. The idea is that you move around this island, collect resources, fighting crabs, and building your robo-town above these robotic legs. It's a really short game, but it's really fun to play, and it lets you to create your own masterpiece of a town, because you can create your robo-town the way you want, attaching the different pieces to it. I really think that our team did a great job on this project. The game looks great, the game is fun to play, the music is awesome. Of course, there are some points that we could improve, like the combat, but overall I think it was a nice submission to this game jam. Now, on the technical side, at least the part I worked on, I did those legs, these robotic legs. I spent hours making these legs. I've already had done similar projects to this one in other engines, but was the first time that I was doing inverse kinematics on Godot, so there was a lot of learning to do here, and I spent a lot of time making sure that these legs were nice. In the end, I think there's still a lot of bugs that I wasn't able to fix, but you do whatever you can in the time that you have. I still don't know the results of this game jam, since it happened just a few days before I make this video, but from the comments I can see that people are enjoying it, so I hope that people like it and we have a good game. You can try it yourself. I'm gonna leave the link to the game in the description of this video, so you can just click in the link and go play. It's free. Yeah, if you're thinking about joining a game jam, go ahead, try the games, talk to people, find a team. It's a great opportunity to learn, it's a great opportunity to meet new people, and it's a great opportunity to have fun as well. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say for this video. Thank you for watching and see you soon.